Yo, what's going on? Von Riparachi here. Week 6. You know what the fuck is good? A lot happened. Um, Hope y'all had a good week. Hope y'all parlays went well. Y'all pick'ems, y'all fantasies. I actually just got my second loss in the fantasy, but it's cool though. I got a whole lineup. Deshaun Watson will definitely not be starting in my lineup. Fuck out of here, nigga. Let's go ahead and dive right into it. Giants, Eagles. I mean, we already had this conversation last week. We already made the pick. Saquon and Odell, it's not enough. I'm sorry. You need another. You're going to have to go back to the draft and just start all over because Saquon and Odell is not enough. Giants O-line is ass cheeks. Like it's two ass cheeks blocking. Like it's just not, it's not valid. And it might just be over for Eli. Like maybe if he had a line, he'd be prospering and they would be prospering. But honestly, it's just over for this organization this season. You know what I'm saying? Defensive wise, I don't think they're that terrible. I don't think they're even like bad for real. It's just really just if you can't score, like if you're not going to do nothing. And the Eagles, I don't even consider the Eagles all that vicious this year. Like they're not even that impressive to me like that this year. But yeah, they got the dub just as suspected. I mean, we called this last week. It doesn't really need no more expounding on anything about the Giants. The Giants need O-line. The Giants need protection. Eli needs to be better. And then they would be a better team. But until then, it's over for them. And I know my over fours be a little inaccurate because niggas be coming back and winning and shit. But nah, I'm real serious about this one. It's really just over for the Giants. I'm not impressed by this win, Philly, but we'll see y'all soon. So I'm not even, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, next we got Bears Dolphins, which would probably be the game of the week for me. It's between that and the Patriots-Chiefs game. Let me tell you one thing. We all thought the Bears offense was a little better than this. I know I did. You know, Trubisky and Cohen and all them niggas, I thought they was better. Like, I really did. For the past couple weeks, they just been very impressive. Like, to me, at least. But I don't know. Maybe the Dolphins defense just stepped up. I don't really know. This actually might have been the best I've ever seen the Dolphins play, ever. Defensively and offensively. And this was without Tannehill. This was fucking Brock Osweiler. And I'm not saying he's ass, but I'm just saying, like, well, maybe not on the offensive side, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this was a fucking good ass game, man. Like shit got real. Bears didn't really start scoring till the second half, but when they did, you know what I'm saying, shit was out there. Shit started, you know what I'm saying? They started prospering on that D. You know, OT came, you know, they forced OT. Kenyon Drake fumbles at the 1. You're fucking sick. He looked sick. I mean, the man looked like he just killed a baby. Like that shit. And that's how it feels when you fumble on the 1 in OT for the win. And the Bears recover. The only problem is Bears offense. You know what I'm saying? Bears offense couldn't fucking prosper. They couldn't like turn that into a W, which is crazy to me. Like, how do you not do that? Like you have all that momentum on your side and you still can't prosper. So I think they get to like the 50, maybe the 40, and then the kicker misses, but we can't really blame the Bears kicker for this. We should be blaming the Bears offense. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, he should have made that, whatever, but who are we going to blame? I'm blaming the Bears offense this loss. This whole loss belongs to the Bears offense. If the Bears offense stepped up, if the Bears offense played how they've been playing, they would have fucking came out of Miami with that win. Miami gets the ball right back, exposes that tired. It was a tired Bear defense. They were tired, man. They fucking come on, man. How many miracles do you need from that defense? They already gave you one and you fucking miss a field goal because you can't score. So I'm going to give that loss to the Bears offense because they should have won that game. Dolphins came down and kicked that field goal, baby, and got that W in OT. Probably one of the most impressive Miami Dolphins wins I ever witnessed, except for when they beat the Patriots a few seasons ago. And that's always fun in my book, watching the Patriots lose, especially to the Dolphins. But hey, great game. Great game. That's my game of the week for me. It's between this one and the Patriots. I'm gonna go ahead and let's walk onto the Falcons Bucks. Honestly, good offense on both sides. I'm not gonna say one offense lacked. I think it was good on both. It was a shootout. You know what I'm saying? I like seeing that. A lot of passing. I think the Bucks had a slightly better run game, but either way, it was a good game. Bucks started coming back. Falcons had that early lead. Bucks started coming back in the second half. Honestly, if the Bucks D stepped up in the second half the way they should have, the Bucks would have won this game. You know, that last Falcons touchdown kind of solidified that they was going to win. You know, Bucks had that late game drive all the way down the field. They down by like 5, I think, maybe 6, something like that, something where they score. And then the whole Jameis lateral thing happened where, you know, it was a shit show, but it was a possible win. You know, the lateral, Mike Evans got it, lateraled it back to Deshaun. And I hear a lot of people, I don't know what side of the fence it is. I need a better camera angle, honestly, because whose fault was it? People say it's Deshaun's. I mean, I don't know. That was a pretty bad lateral pass, but I'm saying I understand because it's hard to pick the shit up with a bunch of niggas trying to tackle you, turn around, and make a great lateral pass. But that shit hit the ground and it kind of, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I seen Mike Williams, you know what I'm saying? Mike Evans stole his helmet. And I'm like, nigga, you threw the helmet better than you threw the lateral. I'm just saying, like, come on, son. Like, what do you don't throw the helmet? You got to throw the lateral. I'm not gonna give Deshaun Jackson the blame for that because it was a bad pass. Like, I'm sorry. He was right there at the 5 though. You know, he fast as shit. So if it was a good pass, it would have boom, score. Bucks win. But hey, what you want me to say? It was a good defensive stand by the Falcons. Good win overall by the Falcons. And hey, like I said last week, it might not be over for the Falcons. Falcons win 2 more straight. They right back in this bitch. All right, not even. You know what I'm saying? But they be right back. So. All right, most pathetic loss of the week. I'm going to go Ravens-Titans on this, and I'm giving it to the Titans. I have 2, though. I have 2 most pathetic losses in the weeks, and they both come from the AFC South. That's right, Jacksonville. I'm on that ass soon. I'm going to give you a whole rant. Ravens-Titans, it was just a pathetic show of offense. I guess the Titans aren't as nice as I thought they were. I thought Titans, beyond struggled. You know, it was beyond struggle. It was I don't know. It was a pillaging. It was whatever the fuck you want to call it. It wasn't it just wasn't impressive. You know, it wasn't impressive. It was should look like a JV. Should look like a JV offense. You know what I'm saying? Like it just, you know what I'm saying? It looked like a fucking dance battle for the Ravens whole D-line and linebacker core. All them fucking sacks. Them niggas danced every time. You see what niggas dance to this shit as soon as they get this. I'm like, God damn, are they gonna run out of dances? Because they dancing all over these motherfuckers. Like every sack was some niggas dancing. And I was just like, how many dances do the Ravens D-line and linebackers had? Every single one was different. It was to the point where I was judging dance moves more than the game. That's how many times Mariota got sacked. Mariota sacked 11 times, ties the record, I think, in game sack. I mean, what you were at home. I mean, look, man, if I'm a Titans fan, I'd have been like, man, fuck this team. Like, I'm just hanging it. Like, what is this? I thought this was going to be a good game. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was going to be hell no. You know, I mean, the Titans D it's not good, but it's not bad. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. But nigga, that shit was fucking embarrassing, son. Titans embarrassed at the house. You know, that AFC South is definitely up for grabs. definitely up for grabs. You know what I'm saying? Now that, this happened and the Jacksonville game happened. The AFC South is up for grabs if you're not the Colts. You know what I'm saying? So embarrassing effort by the Titans. Ravens danced all over. Look, I learned some dance moves watching them Knicks. I was like, God damn, these niggas dance. God, sheesh. It looked like motherfucking America's Got Talent in that bitch. These niggas was dancing their ass off, son. Every sack, 11 sacks, 7 different Ravens players with a sack. That's just a sack, nigga. Should have bring a sack of potatoes, like shit. It should have been a bunch of sacks filled with different shit mailed to the Titans O-line and offensive coordinator and Mariota, because it was just sack season. These niggas sacked the shit out of you. It must have been, I would have been mad as fuck if I was a Titans fan watching that. I think I put my money on the Ravens, so I'm good. That was the safe bet, and it sure was, because sack nation over there. I'm just saying. Chargers, Browns. I mean, look, I was wrong about this one being a good game, too. I mean, it wasn't a bad game. Browns starting to come back, like, kind of late, kind of, not really. They started to put up some points. But, look, the real question is, are the Chargers really this raw? Like, are they really this fucking raw? Because I think so. I think Melvin Gordon is special. I think Browns couldn't do shit on that Chargers D at first. The first couple, you know what I'm saying? They weren't really doing shit. They were struggling. Chargers way too fucking decent, whether it's run or pass. You got Melvin Gordon running the bitch. You got Phillip Rivers throwing the bitch. I mean, they're impressive. The whole O-line. I mean, even the O-line, but the whole offense itself is fucking impressive. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing I could really do or say other than the Browns D kind of, you know what I'm saying, let me down, but not really. Like, it's not that they're bad. It's just the Chargers are that good. That's what I'm rolling with. I think the Chargers offense is special. And it's something in that LA water that just make your offense nice. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is about these LA teams and offense, but goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Both of them got them. A lot of it. You know what I'm saying? So, the Chargers de-exposed Mayfield and the Browns O-line. But, I mean, it's the Browns. I mean, that's really, like, I'm not mad because it's the Browns. And I'll still see improvement. It's just this game. This game was probably – this would be a most pathetic loss of the week if the Titans and the Jags didn't play that bad. I would give it to this one because you were home. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Nobody expected the Chargers to just come out and punch you in the mouth like that. But they did. I think the Chargers offense just has too many threats and they're very lethal and nobody really wants to see them. And when they do play Kansas City, it's going to be fucking crazy. And I hope the Chargers play the Patriots as well because someone's going to get exposed there. You know what I'm saying? And I have a whole like best team in the AFC rant coming I have a few rants coming actually at the end. You know what I'm saying? But we'll just leave it at that. Browns, you lost. Chargers might be fucking amazing on the low. And we going to find out. You know what I'm saying? We going to find out. I'm going to go Vikings Cardinals next. Vikings is type impressive. I mean, they could be contained, but they're type impressive. I mean, the Cardinals D is a lot better than their offense. I'll tell you that much. I mean, David Johnson is having a terrible year. I mean, he scored though, but this whole year, and it's not his fault. It's not his fault. I don't know if we blame the O-line. I don't know who we blame for this, but I think the Cardinals offense is really just non-existent. I feel like they don't really, you know what I'm saying, Josh Rosen, throw it up, JJ Nelson, Larry Fitzgerald. But I mean, that's a toss-up, literally. That's a toss-up. You know what I'm saying? Cards D is way better than the O. Cards have no O. I think they need Bradford back. Can anybody tell me what the fuck happened to Sam Bradford? And even if they had Sam Bradford, would it even make a difference? That's how bad they are. Would it even matter for the Cardinals at this point? I feel bad for the Cardinals defense because it's a legitimate defense. You know what I'm saying? They're not shitty. But the Cards O needs to learn how to put some points on the goddamn board. Other than that, the Vikings going to take it. The Vikings have Adam Thielen. The Vikings got Stephon Diggs. The Vikings got motherfucking big at Murray, big ass running back like Kirk Cousins. Like, they're fucking stacked. You know what I'm saying? And I think they could be contained. I'm just saying you can't. You have to put up points. I feel like if the Cardinals put up points, they would have won this fucking game. Plain and simple, they would have won this fucking game. You know what I'm saying? But I guess good win by the Vikings. I mean, I think I called this one too. I had a very good with my pick'ems and the parlay and all that shit. I had a very good week. I had about like 9-10 right. You know what I'm saying? So I did great. Good win for the Vikings. Cardinals, just go back home and reevaluate your whole philosophy on moving a football. Reevaluate the whole philosophy because you need to. Bills, Texans. I'm going to tell you this. This was a good game. Texans special team made plays a few times because we all know the Texans don't really have offense. Like, it's like they do, but it's like they don't for real. Like, for real. Like, when they play a real defense, they don't for real. You know what I'm saying? Look at last week versus the Cowboys game. They struggled. And if it wasn't, and DeAndre Hopkins be saving them niggas. He be saving them niggas, bro, because that's what he did last week. And that's what he kind of did this week. Bills defense is still saving them because Bills have zero offense. I mean, not zero, because we just found out who the Bills quarterback was, Josh Allen. But the Texans D had Allen uncomfortable. We all know Texans. This was a defensive game, even though, you know what I'm saying? This was a good game to watch, just as a casual, like, not a fan of any of these teams. Just if you like football and like just nitty gritty shit, this was a good game to watch. You know what I'm saying? Bills D saved them. Texas D was saving them. One team just made more plays than the other, which would be the Texans. Bills D played great, if you ask me. Bills should have fucked around and won this game. You know what I'm saying? For real. Bills made more plays. They would have fucked around and won. The problem is Peterman came in after Josh Allen hurt something on his arm, and pretty much, I mean, he threw one touchdown, but he also threw the game away immediately. I think he threw a pick to the crib for the, for the lead late in the fourth. I'm talking within 2 minutes. Boom, threw a pick. They took it to the crib. Texans took it to the crib for the lead. And I'm not saying, I mean, it's the Texans. They have good defense. Like, they have good defense. I understand, but it's like, that's just something you don't do within 2 minutes as a second stringer, And once again, we're back to not knowing who the fuck the Bills QB is. It's plain and simple. I'm back to not knowing that. This is another team that I feel bad for their defense. It's going to be the Texans take the win, by the way. But this is another team that I just feel bad for the defense because the defense is good. They just need a QB. They just need a QB. They need a good QB, and they just need to learn how to move that ball, man. I feel like the Bills definitely could have won this game. And I mean, my pick was right. I picked the Texans and shit. So, but it wasn't convincing. I'm not convinced by the Texans at all. I know their offense is not valid. I know this. Their defense is valid. Their defense is very valid, but their offense is not. Because if their offense were, they'd probably fuck around and be undefeated right now. I'm just saying. Bills take the win, though. We're going to go Jets, Colts. And look, I'm going to just go ahead and say this. Andrew Luck and the Colts, you can't start the game with a pick to the crib. You know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn. I mean, I know it was off dude's face mask and shit, but either way, that's just a mistake you can't start the game with. That's like a momentum murder. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? I can't. That's insane to me. You can't start a game like that. Don't get me wrong. Coach O was still out there making plays. Coach O, I already told you I'm convinced by the Coach O. I already told you that. You know what I'm saying? After what they did to us. And I don't know how they did that to us, but that's hey, everybody gotta have one lucky, you know what I'm saying? Everybody gets lucky one time. You know. By the way, a lot of goal line stands this week. The Jets was out here, man. Hold on, man. We got to have this conversation about the Jets offense because I don't think anybody had it yet. Jets offense is fucking impressive. Run game to pass game to Sam Darnold. It's just impressive. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really gonna over compliment them. But and the defense too. You know what I'm saying? Coach D, they was forcing turnovers too, but Coach was turning that motherfucking ball over. Like, how you gonna win if the other team has the ball? You can't. Your defense don't play offense. Your defense play defense. I don't really understand what you wanted out of this game. There's too many turnovers on the Colts side, and all you got to do is force turnovers to beat the Colts. They shit themselves. They shot themselves in the foot all game. Actually, all them turnovers. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's I don't know. Like that's another game that could have gone the other way around if there weren't any turnovers, and then if the Colts offense stepped up. We've seen a lot of games like this week that could have been the other way around if the offense stepped up. Jets take that W. I don't know if I picked them. I think I might have picked them. Let me check right now. I got my shit picked right now. Got my shit plugged up right here. Give me a second. Whether it was Yep, I did pick the Jets. I mean, the Colts almost came back. You know, they only lost by 8. They needed one more TD. But turnovers, man. Turnovers and defensive stands. Excuse my mucus. It's getting cold out this bitch. So, yeah. Seahawks, Raiders. I don't really want to stay on this. I mean, it's over for the Raiders. I think we're pretty clear on that. Russell Wilson is still fucking nasty. He's still great at what he does. Seahawks air game still lethal. Seahawks defense still aggressive. Raiders just need some O because they had 0 of it. I mean, what else do we need to talk about, bro? I mean, to say the Raiders defense was slightly below average. Okay. The Raiders defense, you're slightly below average. Your team is terrible. John Gruden, like I'm not saying fire him immediately because I'm not a Raiders fan. That's none of my business. You know, I think John Gruden's a great coach. Yeah, and he might cook next season, you know what I'm saying? But honestly, it's over for the Raiders. I mean, what you want me to say? You want me to say they have a chance? Hell no. They're not better than the Chargers. They're not better than the Chiefs, and they're not better than the Broncos. They finishing last in that division. And that's all I'm gonna say. Like, you can argue with me all day. What's that? AFC West? They're finishing last in the AFC West. All right. That's point blank, period. Good win for the Seahawks. I mean, Seahawks pretty much just came out there and showed everybody they still fucking lit. You know what I'm saying? They still it's gonna be a good battle between them and the Rams for that division. You know what I'm saying? Cardinals for that division. You know, who's the other team? NFC West. I forgot. Look at me being a bum. And the Niners. I mean, oh yeah, we gonna talk about the Niners though. We're gonna talk about the Niners. Good win for the Seahawks. Steelers, Bengals. I guess it's safe to say the Bengals are back. I guess I was just being hard. I was being critical on them because they needed that. They needed that wake-up call. You know what I'm saying? They needed to hear that. They needed this critical opinion. You know what I'm saying? So don't get me wrong. Bengals air game is still super nice. Pass game still super nice. Bengals pass D was looking very questionable though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna take away credit and say the Steelers offense wasn't. I mean, they balled. I'm not taking away credit, but I'm also saying the Bengals pass defense was looking a little questionable right there. And it's gonna be a good one when it comes to this division, because it's probably this battle and the Ravens too. It's gonna, and the Browns. I mean, I feel like this division is a toss up as well. I feel like no one really has the bag secured when it comes to the AFC North. So I'm gonna go ahead and say it. You know what I'm saying? It's a toss up. I think at the end, the Bengals D just blew it. At the end, the Bengals had a late lead. And towards the end, the Bengals D just blew this game. The Bengals should have won this game. But that last little Antonio Brown, that last whole minute drive there that the Steelers had. Go back and watch that. Go back and watch that whole drive. Bengals, they blew that one. You know what I'm saying? Bengals D blew that one. And it's all right, because you're still number one in that division, I think. It might be the Ravens now, but I think, or it might be a tie, but you might just still be number one in that division. But just look, I think the Bengals still might take this division. But like I said, it's a toss-up. Every team in that division is good. I was extra hard 2 weeks ago on the Steelers because I had to be. I know they needed to hear that. This is not, they weren't playing like themselves. You know what I'm saying? So congrats on the Steelers. That was a good win on, a great fucking team. Let's go to my Redskins, baby. Redskins, Panthers. My Skins made plays early. We made plays very early with the punt fumble recovery and Alex Smith to Vernon Davis then to Robinson. Defense was shutting shit down, causing fumbles. And then the first quarter ended, and that's when every quarter we got progressively worse. That's what I didn't like, you know what I'm saying? Except for the last drive in the fourth quarter. But like the second quarter, we got progressively worse. Third quarter was arguably the worst quarter we played that whole game. I mean, our D was still making plays, but our offense forgot how to move the ball in the second half. And that shit was a little frustrating to watch, especially if the Panthers would have came back and won. All blame would have went to Alex Smith and that O-line, forgetting how to move that ball down the field. You know what I'm saying? That shit got very, very annoying to watch. I hate relying on field goals. I hate relying on field goals for two reasons. We started relying on our kicker too much. Two reasons. One, you could miss them. Two, you're relying on the defense too much. You're relying on the defense way too much. Like, what type of a dick are you? Your defense comes, makes a stop, makes a turnover, score fucking touchdowns. You don't win games by kicking field goals. I mean, you do late game, but those aren't convincing wins. Convincing wins come with touchdowns, and that's what we need to start doing. Great win by the Skins, though. I also feel like the Panthers, I don't know what it is about Cam. I just feel like he doesn't try until he's down and it's late. I kind of feel like that. Like, this nigga's never serious, and I feel like he's much better, you know what I'm saying? But until it's too late, that's when he starts to try. And them niggas started really coming back at that last stand, man. That last you know what I'm saying, that last drive right there. They really took it all the way down to like the 20 and shit, 15, and good defensive stand at the end. We usually blow those. We usually fail at those. But we had a good defensive stand at the end. Whether it was a PI, it was, hey, you could look at it 1,000 times. Just know that flag ain't going in the air. It would have been a whole different story if the flag went in the air. A whole different story. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't. And overall good defensive win for the Skins. Offense needs more work. I'm not convinced by the Skins offense yet. Need more work, baby. Shout out to Adrian Peterson, though, still out there putting in them fucking numbers. Oof. Most pathetic loss of the week, part 2, baby. I'm about to give it to Cowboys, Jaguars. And you already know it's going to the Jaguars. That's the second AFC South team I was talking about because I was talking big shit and I lost this bet. This is certainly not the same Jags D from last year. Cowboys offense did whatever they wanted. Like, they did whatever they wanted offensively. I mean, how do you let Cole Beasley cook you? Cole Beasley. Jaguars let Cole Beasley cook them. Like, how did that happen? You niggas, what happened? You niggas was amazing. Like, what? I just don't understand. Like, I really just don't understand what happened. Like, this defense, what happened to this defense? What is lacking? Honestly, nothing worked for the Jags. Oh, they had one good drive and too many turnovers. And then it comes to make me think, are the Cowboys defense really that good? Because, you have last year, which was a great defensive stand, then this, and then it's like, maybe the Cowboys D are that fucking nasty. Like, maybe they are that fucking great. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they are that great at what they do. I'm not, I'm watching Odell going crazy right now on, I'm sorry, Giants. I'm sorry. But anyways, yeah, maybe the Cowboys are just that nice. We play the Cowboys next week. So we're going to really see what's good. Someone's going to get exposed. You know what I'm saying? And it was just painful to watch as a Jags fan. That whole game was just painful to watch as a Jags fan. Defensively, this was a defensive tumor, but this was an offensive fucking shit yourself. But it was all in all most pathetic loss of the week. I'll probably give it, if Mariota didn't get sacked 11 times, this will definitely go to the Jaguars. But Mariota got sacked 11 times, and it looked like a goddamn dance contest out there. So I have to give it to them too. But they could, like I said, AFC South, a motherfucking toss-up, all right? A motherfucking toss-up. Texans might really just take that division off the sneak with a very lackluster offense. Off the sneakery. You know what I'm saying? Cowboys took that one. I had a roommate, my good man, my nigga Ralph. This nigga's a real Jags fan. And I know he didn't watch this one. He's been a Jags fan since they were ass. But right now, yesterday or 2 days ago, that's exactly how it looked like. It looked like the 09, you know what I'm saying? 2012, those Jags. Like, them niggas was ass. Rams Broncos. Let's go ahead and move on. Rams Broncos. I mean, look, like I said, Rams really might just be the best team in the league. I mean, what do you want me to say? Todd Gurley went hammer on a strong Broncos run D. Everybody knows Broncos got a good run D. That's usually the culture out there. You know what I'm saying? Broncos long pass game, pretty damn impressive. Case Keenum was chucking them shits up. Demaryius Thomas or somebody would just come down with them hoes, and that shit was impressive. I must say, I was like, damn, them niggas is really just throwing that bitch up. I wasn't expecting all that. And then at the end, Broncos almost came back. You know what I'm saying? That's what's crazy. Broncos almost came back at the end, but that's why you got to stay consistent. That's why your defense got to stay consistent the whole game, because this is another one where if the D played great all game and the O did what they had to do all game, Broncos would have won. But hey, it's the Rams, and the Rams really might just be the best team in the league right now. And they take the W, man. I don't really have much to say. It was a good win. I'm not going to say it's over for the Broncos because it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's still early, and the Raiders are in your division, so you could always fall back on them. But are they going to win that division? Certainly not. I still have the Chargers taking that division or the Chiefs because I know they're not better than them. So that's why I don't really spend time talking about teams that aren't going to win their division. And Broncos are clearly one of those teams that aren't winning the AFC West. You know what I'm saying? Good win for the Rams, though. Let's go to the second game of the week, man. The Patriots and the Chiefs. Jesus Christ, what a game. We saw Mahomes be a human. He made mistakes. He was being rushed. This Patriots defense is extremely underrated. This Patriots defense is probably the main reason, you know what I'm saying, they're at where they're at. The Patriots usually always have a strong D. You know what I'm saying? They usually always have a strong D. But we saw, Mahomes threw some picks, threw a pick, shit like that. Also, Patriots running game kind of set Brady up for greatness. I don't know what it was about the Chiefs running game, or maybe they were, they were more focused on stopping the pass, which of course, because you're playing Brady, but Patriots was running all over these motherfuckers, man. Like, we gotta call a spade here. Like, Patriots was running that goddamn ball down that throat. You know what I'm saying? They was running it down. And that's what's kind of, if you ask me, set Brady up for greatness. You know what I'm saying? Like, Brady balled, of course, but that run game, if it wasn't for that run game, it would have been a much easier game for the Chiefs defense. I'm telling you right now. The Browns organization are fucking idiots for letting Josh Gordon go. I mean, no shit. I feel like everybody knows that. Everybody was saying that. I mean, the man smoked the blunt. I mean, look at him now, though. Look at him now. If the Patriots play the Browns this season and he cooks y'all, he cooks the Browns, I want him to go right to like that. Go look at the box and point to the Browns owner and tell him, turn around and be like, suck my dick from the back, you fucking idiot. Look at what you had and you didn't use. You fucking idiot. But I don't know if it was regulation. I don't really know. I'm just saying. I'm just talking shit. That's what I would do. I'll be like, fuck you, nigga. Anyways, Patriots have a great O-line. Chiefs run defense lacked. Patriots pass defense lacked because towards the second half, Mahomes was just flinging that thing. Motherfucking the Tyreek Hill touchdown towards the end. And that's when I realized, oh, Patriots pass defense is Swiss cheese-ish. It's not that good at all. They really just have linebackers and D linemen, but their DBs, very highly questionable. You know what I'm saying? That one like Brady rush from the 4 where dude had him wrapped up, let him go. This was going on. And no one's to blame but these bullshit ass roughing the passer calls. We need to just take it down about 40% because it's ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. I mean, he had the sack. He let him go. He was trying to save his team from a penalty. Instead, got him the TD. I mean, no one's to blame but the NFL refs for that. You know what I'm saying? Nigga would have slammed Brady's face in the ground if that shit, wasn't as enforced as it is right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's just crazy to me that it's gotten to this point. But whatever. Chiefs D didn't step up at the end, Chiefs D, and I understand. I mean, it was a great fucking game. It was game of the week. But at the end, when it mattered, Chiefs D didn't step up. They got bombed a few times, and then that big Gronk catch towards the end. I think Gronk ain't do shit for real that whole game except for like two big catches. So and then Pats get the win, get the field goal with a few seconds left, and they get the win. I turned on ESPN and the first thing was we have to stop this Patriots dick ridery. It's just annoying. It's a few teams that just get overcompensated for wins. Don't get me wrong, they're a good team, but we have to stop. It was are you convinced that Patriots are the best team in the AFC? Fuck no. Detroit Lions already proved to us that they're not. That loss to Detroit said everything we have to know about the Patriots. Fuck no, not at all. I'm not convinced at all about the Patriots. Matter of fact, I'll give you a perfect example. If this was like basketball playoffs and this was a series best out of 7, the Chiefs will take that series. Understand? That's what I mean. Like the Chiefs are definitely better than the Patriots. This would be considered a lucky game one steal. You know how some teams just happen to get that game one win. If this was a motherfucking series, you already know the Chiefs are taking that series, possibly in 5. You know what I'm saying? That means the Chiefs win. All right, let me not say that, but possibly in 6. Like, Patriots win 1 more and Chiefs win 4. Like, it's just like, come on, man. We have to stop the dick ridery and call a spade a spade. Great win by the Patriots, but if it was a series, y'all would not be able to see these Chiefs. These Chiefs are way too lethal, and the only thing that shot the bed was that late game defense. You can't do that again. That's something. That's just my opinion. I don't see the Patriots doing all that again. The Chiefs are definitely still the best team in the AFC. It's between them and the Chargers. No other team. Maybe the Ravens and the Bengals could be involved in that conversation too. But that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? Every other team is fifth and 6th place. So, yeah, I don't know, man. ESPN with this dick ridery, this is why you're losing, you know. People stop, you know. It's just some questions. Come on. Stop it. Stop this dick ridery. I'm going to go with the last game, the Packers-Niners. Look, I know I was talking shit about last week about the CJ Beathard and the Niners pass offense, but hey, Niners pass game was actually valid this game. Niners actually looked like a real team this game until, wait for it, Packers pass game cooked off. Like, you already know, it's Aaron Rodgers. It's the Packers. It's a great receiver core. It's a legendary O-line. It's a great running back. I mean, technically, they should be undefeated for all they have. You know what I'm saying? But they're not because they're hyped. But they, you know what I'm saying? Look, Niners couldn't get any pressure on Rodgers. I mean, they got like 2 sacks, maybe, you know what I'm saying? But they couldn't really, if the Niners D had gotten more pressure on Aaron Rodgers, I promise you the Niners would have won this fucking game. All right. Like I said, CJ Beathard actually kind of cooked. He actually looked kind of impressive with me out there, and I'll take last week back. Maybe. Or are the Packers defense really just that bad? That's another conversation we have to have. Like, that's another, you got to be honest with yourself. What's the thin line? These are all thin lines here. Niners run game was mad decent. Breida was running all over the Packers. And, you know, towards the end, Aaron Rodgers with that last drive, and I'm going to just go ahead and say it. Is Aaron Rodgers that good? Which he is. Aaron Rodgers is that good. We've seen him do it countless times. But is the Niners pass defense really that bad? Which I think so too. I think the Niners pass defense is really that bad because the routes and, you know, I don't know, man. You just kind of fucking blew it. That's another game. You go back and watch that last drive by the Packers, and you'll see who got exposed. Niners pass defense got exposed. You know, I'm just saying, Packers D saved this game, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was that last drive by the Packers, by the Niners, where Packers D stopped them. Niners D ended up just giving them the game. Pass defense is giving them the game. Don't get me wrong, great passes by Rodgers, but horrible, terrible, every synonym that similar to those. Pass defense by the Niners. Like, they really just handed them the dub towards the end. And it was just like, hey, man. I mean, what do you want me to say? I mean, I already picked the Packers winning this game. Not in this fashion, but I picked the Packers winning this game. Also, I mean, hey, Niners pass surprised me. CJ Beathard surprised me. I was like, wow, these niggas is really moving the ball. Running game surprised me. I was like, wow, these niggas is really moving the ball. But who fucks the game up for the Niners? Niners pass defense. And that's what I'm going to blame this loss on. And that's why I'm still not convinced. Because I need to see the Packers do this on a real team. All right, do it on the Texans. Do it on like the Cowboys. I want to see the Packers play a good defensive team and win. They still haven't done that. They still haven't beat a team with real defense. I'm not convinced. I still believe the Lions or the Bears are taking this division. I still don't think the Packers are doing anything this season. I say they win 8 games max. I don't see the Packers doing a goddamn thing. I'm not convinced by this win. I'm sorry. I mean, look how you struggled against these Niners. You struggled against the Niners. Like, I didn't even mean to make this a rant, but you struggled against the Niners. Aaron Rodgers. You have great receivers. You have arguably the best O-line. I'm not convinced that, niggas already talking about he's the GOAT. Bro, stop. And this is what I'm talking about with the dick ridery, right? Because I get it. We have Instagram. We have like kids that like, I get it. It's really for the kids. But this dick ridery has to end, man. I mean, come on. It's the Niners. So we're just going to give all the credit to Rodgers. We're not going to give no credit to, don't get me wrong, great passes. But no O-line credit, no receiver core credit. Like none of this. We're just going to give all the credit to Rodgers. I'm sorry, bro. Your whole career, you had great receiver core and great O-line. I'm not going to call you the best. You're not even top 3 to me. I'm sorry. You're not even top 3 to me. And top 5 is good. You're probably number 5 on that top 5. That's good. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. I don't even know. I don't even think I'm putting him that high. I think he's great. I think he's a great passer. But at the end of the day, I'm not convinced by this Packers team. I'm not. You barely beat the Niners at home on Monday night. So yeah, definitely not convinced by that. Hell no, I got the Lions or the Bears taking that NFC North. Lions, Bears, shit. Even the goddamn Vikings. All them teams are better. Packers might be the worst team in that division. I know. You niggas like, oh my God, what he's talking about. So, nigga, yes. This is the sad reality that niggas don't want to, that you TV motherfuckers and you Instagram and you ESPN dick ridery ass niggas don't really want to have. Packers really might just be the worst team in that division. You know what I'm saying? You got to sit down and look at yourself. And Packers fans, sit down and look at yourself in the mirror. And it's time to have this conversation with yourself. It really is. It really is. Because it's time for new, baby. It's time for new. And we ready to see the Bears and the Lions and the Vikings prosper. It's really just, look, let this win. I'll just let this win speak for itself. Because it was not convincing. It really just exposed the Niners' pass defense. But we already knew they were ass. We already knew they were ass. So I'm not convinced at all. I'm not convinced at all about this Packers. I really believe the Packers are finishing last in that division. Maybe the Lions. But yeah, buddy. Hell nah. Y'all boys don't convince nobody. Especially not me. I'm going to go ahead and let's do our picks for next week. This is a new thing we're going to start doing every week. You see right here, I got the shit all queued up already. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what we're going to do here. All right. So Broncos, Cardinals. I already told you I lost all faith in the Cardinals. I'm going to go Broncos. Titans, Chargers. After this embarrassing showcase by the Titans, I'm going Chargers. Bills, Colts. It's going to be a hard one because I don't know who the QB is going to be for the Bills. And the Bills have great defense. But I'm going to just go Colts because of those two factors. If Nathan Peterman is your quarterback, you damn right you're going to lose that game. Patriots, Bears, I'm going to go with the undercard every time when it comes to teams like the Patriots. I'm going to go Bears. Browns, Bucks. I want to see the Browns win. I think the Browns are ready to win now. I think they're waking up now. I'm going to go Browns. Lions, Dolphins. Very convincing win by the Dolphins. Very great W. But after what the Lions did to the Patriots, I'm going to go Lions. And what the Dolphins didn't do to the Patriots, I'm going to go Lions. Vikings, Jets. That's a good-ass game right there. God damn it. I really don't know. I'm really going off confidence here. I'm going to pick the Jets. Panthers, Eagles. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Eagles on this one. That's another confident choice. I really don't know. You know what I'm saying? Texans, Jaguars. Look, this is another I don't know confidence one. I'm gonna go Jaguars. Saints, Ravens. I don't like the Saints. I don't fucking like the Saints, and I'm still not convinced. I'm gonna go Ravens. Fuck the Saints. Cowboys, Redskins. Come on, baby. It's Skins Nation all day, every day. Even if Cowboys have great defense, you know I'm going with my fucking squad. Skins Nation. Rams, Niners. Finally, we get to see a interdivisional NFC West showdown, and you already know I'm going with the best team in the fucking league, the Rams. Bengals, Chiefs. Another one we've been kind of waiting for. This is going to be fucking amazing, but I'm going to go Chiefs. And Giants, Falcons, both these teams are not good, but I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Falcons because you never know. I think the Giants, it's possible for the Giants to take it, but I don't know. I'm gonna just pick the Falcons. Submit my goddamn picks. Thank you. And for my eliminator, I'm gonna try to pick an easy one. Titans, Chargers. I'm gonna go Titans, Chargers, and I'm gonna go ahead and pick them Chargers there. You know what I'm saying? I pick them Chargers over them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm save that. And hey, that's week 6, baby. I mean, hey, a lot more football to be played, but it's a lot of teams already exposing themselves to show you their true colors and who they really are. Can't wait till week 7. I'll be back for that, talking my shit, baby. It's Vaughn with Parachi. You know where I'm at, baby. And I'll see y'all niggas next week, man. Peace. Be blessed. Be safe.